My daughter just found out that I'm not paying for her wedding anymore.
Freeze, bitch.
Now, I raised her to be an independent thinker, and she's going to come at me with some brainwashed bull crap, all right? And I don't know where I went wrong. So let me tell you what happened. One afternoon, I'm listening to my daughter discuss wedding plans with her mother, not because I wanted to, but because they were talking in the kitchen and I needed another beer. I hear my wife explain to my daughter that she's going to try not to cry.
Too late.
When I walk her down the aisle. My daughter stopped her dead in her tracks, stating that she wasn't property. My wife did her best to hide her devastation. One of the most important roles of my life taken away from me.
Talk to them!
Now I'm going to tell you, this is a real smack in the face with everything that we've done for her, coupled with the fact that we've never treated her like she's property. A couple days later, I'm out blowing off some steam with my buddies, and you know what? Kevin says, you know, she's so independent, why don't you just make her pay for it herself? He started to apologize, and I was like, no, you know what? That's a really good idea. It's not about making her do what I want her to do, okay? It's about making her realize the effect that she has on the people around her and how her selfishness, if your selfishness is going to cause pain, then it's going to have to limit my generosity. Now, this might make me the asshole.
Yes, an ass. A-hole.
But I'm okay with that. I just hope she comes around.
She's not gone!
All right, and thinks it through. Okay, traditions are important.
This is the consequences of raising your daughter to be an independent-minded woman. I talked about this with the 19-year-old who told her father she wanted to do OnlyFans, and he said, well, I raised you to be an independent woman. Fathers, stop raising your daughters to be independent women. If you're raising your daughter to be independent, you're not raising her to be a good wife, because good wives are not independent. The person that probably don't know nothing about this, that I feel like is gonna be impacted the most, is her boyfriend. The father only gotta pay for the wedding. The fiance is stuck with her for a lifetime or until divorce. And this is the type of female that seemed like she would divorce her man. Now, the other thing that this made me think about is the wife test that I saw Fresh and Fit reacting to on their channel. On the wife test, they had a question.
Do you value the advice of men in your family?
Now, when I heard this question, I instantly thought about fathers who raise their daughters to be independent. And I was thinking to myself, see, just because a woman says she values her father's opinion, it doesn't mean that her father's opinion is in alignment with your opinions, right? I think it's unrealistic to expect for your father-in-law to have all of the same ideals as you, but I think that it is realistic to look at the big things, right? Is he a progressive man? Is he a liberal man? Is he a beta male? Is he blue pill? So with that being said, if I was this woman's fiance, I would cancel the wedding, period. Man, listen, this is crazy. She's trying to put vegetable oil in her car. That's an Audi right there. That's an expensive car. It's a lot of rhetoric out here about being an independent woman. And the reason why that rhetoric exists is because it's unnatural. That's why they have to keep saying it to you over and over again to convince you of the lie. For all the fathers out there that want to raise your daughters to be independent women, understand that they need to know how to put oil in the car. Why do I say that? Because I know it's a lot of fathers that have the rhetoric of wanting to raise an independent daughter. But the irony of those fathers is that they raise their daughter to be a spoiled brat. They don't really prepare her for the world. So they don't say, I want you to be an independent woman. I'm gonna teach you how to change the oil. I'm gonna teach you how to change the smoke detectors. I'm gonna teach you how to change a tire. I'm gonna teach you how to cut grass. I'm gonna teach you how to repair a light. Fathers say that they want their daughters to be independent, but they spoil them so the daughters never actually have to learn what it takes to be independent. If you're a father and you teaching your daughter all of the things that it takes to be independent, then hats off to you. But most fathers that say they want their daughter to be independent, they raise their daughters to be spoiled. They get their hair done. They take them to get their nails done. When they get older, they take care of the vehicles. I know a lot of women that's grown women, and no man can come in their life because their father is supplementing their lifestyle.
People be so quick to flex the fact that they don't ask their parents for nothing, nada. And it's like, good for you. But me personally, I'm gonna turn up. I'm gonna call up my bald head dad, like, hey dad, how your pockets looking? Cause mine's looking a little too empty for my liking. He gonna be like, Cash App is matter of fact, scratch that on. It says you a band cause you're my firstborn daughter and I love you. As he should. The fuck? I didn't ask to give birth. I did not ask to be here, and I sure as hell did not ask to be this independent black woman that I do not desire to be.
This is what I'm saying. Think about her husband. Think about who would want to marry her. Fathers, when you raise your daughters with this level of entitlement, they end up going into a man's life thinking that a man is supposed to do this. Stop raising your daughters like this. Can we please give the horses back their hair? To all my fellas out there, I know you love your daughters. I have daughters. I love my daughters too. But let's try to get over our fear of another man and set our daughters up to be good women. Because if you in this space, you know just as much as you should be afraid of another man, men are also afraid of these women out here because of this type of mindset.
My nigga.
I just paid 3 bills just now with my own debit card. Like the independent black woman I don't want to be. Don't ask me for a thing.
I beg your pardon?
This is the biggest difference to me between men and women. Men, when we get resources, we know that we have to allocate our resources. We know that we have to spend some money. Women feel as though they should be able to bring in money and resources, but it should be to their discretion. And that's why I always talk to you about having a pimp mindset, not in the traditional sense of a pimp, but the other part of the game where it's like, you definitely gonna give me all of your resources.
What? You can't park your car here, ma'am.
Are you blind?
Ma'am, move your car.
What the hell are you, some kind of
Girls think they so slick. She runs out with the phone on the side of her face like, sir, be careful, the car's about to blow. She wanted him to stop when she said that and realized, I'm a woman in distress. I need some help. Everything that she was doing was a front. She really wasn't trying to keep him away from the car. She was really trying to ask for help. And here's the thing. If you need help and you can't ask for help, then you have to ask yourself, how much of an ego do you have? How prideful are you that you feel like you have to disguise the fact that you need help so you won't seem lesser than, or so you won't seem weak and vulnerable? Men naturally want to help women, but when women have so much pride and they do so many silly things just to be able to reserve their pride, it's a major turnoff, not in a romantic way. On a very basic human level, I had a lady tell me, you know, back in the days when women was broke down on the road, a man would actually help them out. And I was like, wow, I did hear about something like that in a book. I was thinking to myself, did you know back in the days, women used to be nice to men? Women used to look at men and smile. They used to be very pleasant and ladylike. They used to wear dresses and heels. When we start talking about what men used to do back in the day, we got to start talking about what women used to do back in the day. Because men not going to be held to traditional standards any longer, while women continue to break the mold and be progressive. And that's what women are starting to see, because it took a little bit of time for men to get to that point where they said, you know what? Yeah, we are going to do 50-50. Men are not doing that because they can't afford to pay 100%. Men are doing that because they need the woman to make an investment. You need to have a dog in the fight. I might be your 7th dinner date this week. So if you're not willing to go 50-50, then I know at the end of the day, you don't really want to be with me. You really just looking for a foodie call.
Oh, she don't want to be a strong black woman.
No.
I don't want to be super mom.
No.
We need help.
They lied to us.
Help.
Miss Independent. Well, who that? Who?
Where they do that at? Not here.
Hey, if you like this video, I got another video just like this one called Independent Women Regret Not Getting Married. Click the link below, check that video out. I'll see y'all over there. Peace.